Hi, it's Lou from Christian Faith and Fiction. Today I want to share with you the books I'd like to read in September and October. So I've got a selection of books that I've picked out to put on my current TBR. There are 3 I think that I am in the currently reading and probably won't have finished by the end of August. I'm just filming this like a week in advance of when this is going to go out, but I'm pretty sure I won't finish in that time. Our book club for August was to read the book of Galatians, which I have done. I've read the actual, the book in the Bible, but I am working my way through the Message of Galatians by John R.W. Stott, which is a commentary on Galatians, obviously. It is aimed at sort of any one regular person to be able to read, but it is still kind of academic in style. Just the language used is supposed to be for everyone. So that's quite interesting. As you can see, I'm sort of like colouring in and annotating it as I'm going through, so I think it's going to take me a while to get through that one, much longer than just this month. But as I said, I've read the book of Galatians. Then I've got a couple of fiction books that I'm currently reading. I'm reading The Key to Love by Betsy St. Amant, which is a contemporary romance book. I'm not sure if there's going to be any faith content in it, but definitely a clean book. And I'm reading that one at night before I go to bed, because I really like to read books that are interesting but not too dramatic and emotionally twisting when I'm trying to go to sleep. So I've got that one. And then in the daytime I'm reading The Italian Ballerina by Kristy Cambron, which is based, it's a dual time period, technically multi-time period, but one story is taking place in the present day, following somebody whose grandfather's just died, and somebody else in Italy is claiming that something of his possession belongs to them. And so they're trying to find out the story behind that. And then the wartime story is following the story of, I think it might be her grandfather, but I'm not quite sure yet. But yeah, it's in the war in Rome. The historical part of the story is like non-linear, so it's sort of jumping back and forward in different times, different years during World War II. Then the book club that I'm a part of, that's with other booktubers, we'll be picking 2 other books, one for September and one for October, but at the present I don't know what they are. But here are some other books that I'd like to get to. Blood Secrets by Morgan L. Busse is the second book in the Sky World series. I'm not sure if this is the concluding book or just book 2. I've not read the synopsis for this one, but I know it's continuing on with that story, which is like a steampunk story. And then I've got Veil of Winter by Melanie Dickerson, which is book 3 in the Derricott tales, which are like medieval young adult fiction. I think this is a young adult, as well as her other series. I love this cover. I don't know if you can see it very well because it's probably getting whited out. Maybe if I pull it back a bit. But she has a really lovely dress and sat on a horse. It looks a lot better, I think, in real life. So I want to get to that one. When I finished The Key to Love, I've got The Austen Escape by Katherine Reay, which is a contemporary book. I'm not sure if it's contemporary romance. I think it probably is. And there's some kind of connection with Jane Austen, and a friend who thinks she's living in Jane Austen's time loses her memory and thinks she's gone back into Regency times. So that one sounds interesting. At the end of September, I would like to read A Castaway in Cornwall by Julie Klassen. I think this is set where I went on holiday last year on the north coast of Cornwall, so I'd like to get to that one. And then the final book that I got picked out at the moment is Fawkes by Nadine Brandes, however you pronounce her surname. And this is like historical stroke fantasy book, I think, set around Guy Fawkes, or that sort of story based on it. And I'd like to get to this one at the end of October and beginning of November, because November the 5th is Guy Fawkes Day here in the UK. I've not read that one before. I'm not sure. We might read it as a book club book, but even if we don't, I would like to pick it up at that time. So these are the books that I would like to read September, October. As far as I can tell, it's quite tricky being a mood reader, picking out books, but I've given myself a different selection of books there. Let me know in the comments what you are planning to read in the next week, the next month, or in the next season, autumn, fall season, and that'd be great. Thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed or liked my channel. I really do appreciate that, and I hope you have a really great reading week. Until next time, God bless. Bye!